Hello, this is NinjaBob, and welcome to episode 37 of Hollow Mountain. Behind me there, oh, you don't need me to keep explaining this, do you? You know what it's all about. We've got ourselves a big mountain. We found it on day one when we spawned over there, and we decided to make it our home. We've hollowed that thing out and turned it into a village, and inside that village we have villagers, we have an iron golem, we probably have Anfield Angel in there somewhere. I can't see her gamer tag at the moment, but I'm sure she's not far away. But yeah, we're turning it into an entire town in there. And to be honest, we've spent a lot of time in the mountain, but we've also spent a lot of time outside the mountain, because we've built ourselves some huge farms. Can't quite see them from here, but just off in the distance we might be able to get a sneaky peek over in that direction of our iron farm. There we go, you can just see it coming into view there. There you go. If I look sideways like that, you can actually see it slightly better. It's a bit weird, but there you go, there's our iron farm. And then even further in that direction we have our huge guardian farm. We've also got a gold farm down in the nether, or on the roof of the nether I should say. We've also got a slime farm, as well as a slaughterhouse and all kinds of other cool stuff. So we don't spend all of our time inside the Hollow Mountain, but today we're actually going to get back to it. Someone, in fact more than one person, has said in the comments that we haven't actually done much inside the Hollow Mountain for quite a while. So they're right, we haven't. It's been a long time. We've spent an awful long time running around, especially with the Guardian Farm. That took us a long time to do that. So we're going to get back on with it. Quickly, before we go inside the mountain, I'm going to come over here to the sticks of shouting, the people poles, the whatever these things are called, and we're going to add ourselves a ninja star. And actually our ninja star is going to become a ninja star because he actually pointed out a mistake in the last sign that I put up last episode I should say. I put up a sign for Niels Oosterwald, and apparently I'm actually saying his name pretty much perfectly, which I'm really pleased with, because I really thought I was probably doing a bad job of that, but I spelt his name wrong, and that was pointed out by Joran Phillips. See now, am I pronouncing that correctly? Possibly not. For me that's a J sound, but I'm not sure where Joran's from. It might be from somewhere where that's a softer sound. Perhaps it should be Horan Phillips or Joran Phillips. I don't know. But either way, he's always leaving nice positive comments. He also hashtag NBNS because he's part of the notification squad, and he corrected the spelling mistake on Niels' sign there. So yeah, thank you for that, Joran, and welcome to the piles of ninja star thing. Whatever. Thank you anyway. Right, so let's go down into the mountain and let's show you what it's all about, just in case you've never seen the series before. I guess the first question is, well, where have you been? But yeah, for the last 36 episodes, this is what we've been up to. Let's just close the door. It's only a matter of time before night time arrives and the beasties start spawning. Down there is our storage room, and that's a project for the future. We really need to sort that out, because it was perfectly adequate when we first started, but it's reaching the point now where it really isn't efficient enough. We need to make better use of the space that we've got. But this is my house. This is where I live and where I sleep and where all my food is, and where my wither skull is. And in here is the mountain itself. And there we go. We've got a big glass roof, so we can always tell whether it's day or night. We've got a carpenter's house and our fountain over here. And there we go. There's some of our villagers wandering around. Somewhere around there, there'll be an iron golem who's spawned here naturally to protect our villagers. Last episode we got ourselves some new villagers, if you remember. What's wrong with you? You're looking very sad. Or are you just inspecting the flowers? I'm not sure. Do you know what happens? So there's a few empty spaces underneath the ground here, and every now and then something will spawn down there. You'll always know, because the golem will go chasing it. The golem will suddenly go crazy and start chasing around a sort of an underground ghost. We can't see it, but he can sense it, and he chases it around. It's kind of weird. But little spoiler alert there of what we're going to be doing today. First of all, let's go and see if we can find Anfield Angel, because she must be around here somewhere. Perhaps. I think she was going down to the carpenter's, to the wood farm. So this is our carpenter's house. It's a very nice looking house. But down here we've got ourselves our wood farm. So if you come down here, there we go. I've just spotted a gamer tag in the distance there. This is our wood farm. We have a room dedicated to each tree. We've got dark oak over here, and we've got what's this one? This one's is that acacia? It is acacia, isn't it? Oh, look, they've all grown straight. That's a bit weird. Normally they go all over the place. They all go sideways and wonky and angled and stuff. Down here is our jungle wood, and there's Anfield Angel beavering away down here and chopping down trees. How you doing, Anfield Angel? You doing okay? You doing good? Good. You're not a beaver, are you? I'm sorry, you're not a beaver. Sorry, take off your helmet. I can never remember what you're meant to be. You're a raccoon, aren't you? You're a raccoon. Yeah, of course you are. You're a raccoon in a peaked cap. They're quite common. You might think that's pretty rare, but actually there's quite a lot of them about. You'd be surprised. So yeah, there's our oak room and our birch room down here and our spruce room down the end. Oh look, Anfield Angel has been busy. She has been busy. We've used a lot of materials lately though, to be fair. So yeah, we do need to spend a bit of time just doing farming stuff. You know, yeah, we've been pretty busy. So anyway, yeah, that's not what I'm going to be doing. What I'm going to be doing, and I hate to say this, and a lot of you might click away from the video at this point, but I'm going to be attempting some redstone. I know. If you saw my last live stream, or was it my second to last live stream, yeah, I wouldn't blame you for clicking away, because I was trying to do redstone in a live stream recently, and me talking and doing redstone at the same time, yeah, it doesn't go well. It doesn't go well, and I probably shouldn't be doing this, but I mentioned in the last episode that I was going to build ourselves a chicken restaurant, and while I was talking, I said, we could call it Nandos, but obviously Nandos is a real place, and we're NinjaBob, so maybe we could call it Nindos. Yeah, I know, it's pretty weak, but I like it. It made me laugh anyway, and made a few people laugh in the comments. So I've decided we're going to go with it. We are going to build ourselves a Nindos restaurant just here. But part of that is it's not just going to be a restaurant. It's not just going to be for show. We're actually going to have ourselves an automatic chicken cooking system. Now, I've done a little bit of the redstone off camera already because, like I say, I'm not a redstone expert, and I was a bit worried that, you know, it could get a bit tedious watching me trying to do this. I did do some redstone in an episode, it was a while back now, when we did the slaughterhouse down in the distance there. That's our slaughterhouse. It's another automatic cooking system. We did some redstone in there, and it went okay, but it took longer than it probably should. If I remember rightly, I had to do a few time lapses and, you know, cutting ahead in the video and stuff like that. I'm hoping that we won't have too many of that. I've tried to plan this. I've actually done one of these before. I did one of these before on one of my old series on my old channel, and it's I've actually done it in the same materials as well, because I did it in nether brick in my old series as well, and I think it's just a nice looking part. The part that I've done here is the bit that's going to make our chickens spawn. So what's going to happen? Let's just stack up here, and I can show you how this thing's going to work. So this is the breeder, if you like, because this is actually going to be even more automated than our cow farm, because our cow farm needs us to go over there and breed the cows. This is going to populate itself. What we're going to do is we're going to fill this area up here with chickens, and what will happen is those chickens will wander about, and every now and then they'll lay an egg. Now the eggs will drop into these hoppers, and the hopper will feed into this dispenser, and when it's in the correct mode, there's a lever to switch it on and off, but when it's in the correct mode, what will happen is this little circuit here will quickly send a pulse to that dispenser, firing out the egg. Now we'll have some glass here to stop the egg from just flying across the mountain. That's not what we want. What we want is for the egg to land in here, and then what will happen is not every single one, but you know what it's like when you throw an egg. Every now and then you place a block by mistake. Every now and then if you throw eggs, let's just grab a few and I can show you. Oops, a few I said, not one. If I grab these, I can quickly show you where every now and then when you throw an egg, let's see if we get one. No, three eggs and not one single chick. Okay, fine, I'll grab another stack. Here we go. Every now and then, you'll throw an egg and you'll get a baby chicken from it. You'll get a chick. And it's not going to happen, is it? I'm going to have to spam this. Are we going to get a chick? I don't believe it. Right, so there you go. It's not going to be 100%, but that's fine. That's fine. What will happen is we will get, in my experience, we'll probably get 2 or 3 chickens a day, or chicks a day, come out of here. And when they're standing on this slab here, they'll be perfectly fine and they'll be allowed to grow. But coming out the side here is going to be a system that once a day is going to pull a piston away, and some lava is going to drop, and as the lava pours down it will cook chickens, but they'll only cook them if they're full height. If they're still chicks, they'll be unaffected, they'll be underneath. But yeah, if they're at full height, then they will get cooked by the lava, and then their goodies will drop down. Cooked chicken feathers, I think you get occasionally as well, will drop into this this hopper here and feed into this chest just here. Now when I said about you can switch it on or off, what you can switch on or off by pulling this lever here, it deactivates that entire circuit, and instead what happens is the egg, when it drops, it doesn't go into the dispenser and fire out. It goes into the dispenser and drops straight through and into another hopper that you can just about see underneath there. So the dispenser doesn't get activated. The egg goes straight through and we can use it to collect eggs. Now to be honest, you've already seen my collection of eggs. I don't think we're going to need any more eggs anytime soon, but you never know. We might find ourselves wanting some eggs in the future for some reason. And yeah, that's a way of collecting up eggs. So it just deactivates that circuit. So it does that. If you look, that lever there is connected to that repeater here that goes into this block here. And that cancels out this circuit here and stops the dispenser from working. So that bit's pretty much done, to be honest. Let's just flick that lever because we want that on. That part of the circuit is pretty much complete. What we're going to try and do now is a circuit that is going to set this this lava part off once a day. Now I think I've got everything I need, although look, I've got some chainmail leggings there. Where did they come from? Oh, I killed a chainmail zombie earlier. He must have dropped some loot. I didn't even realise that. Cool. Right, let's go and dump that in my chest here. This is my precious chainmail chest. And we've got a few diamond bits and pieces in there as well. Some of that's collected from killing beasties, but we also trade with our new villagers because we've got a couple of armourers. So we've got a couple of armourers running around that we can go and do trade with and get ourselves. I do need to get myself a new chest plate, don't I? I've got none left. Anyway, so yeah, what we're going to do is we're going to try and build a daylight sensor circuit here. Now, I've tried my best to sort of plan this. Like I say, I'm I'm a bit worried that this isn't going to work out because I'm not a redstone expert. We'll do our best. What I do want to do is I want to grab myself some more nether brick blocks because I want to build this entire cooker part in nether brick. I don't know why I did it. I did the same thing in the slaughterhouse as well. It just feels right. I don't know. It just looks cool. I think having the oven system all in this sort of dark red brick. And then, yeah, the actual restaurant itself, the Nindos restaurant, is going to be slightly more colourful. And if you saw the last episode, you'll know what I'll be thinking. What I'm thinking of is using some of our new blocks that we've got from the Guardian Farm. We're going to use dark prismarine, and we're also going to use acacia. So we're going to get a mixture of orange and green going on. So we get that sort of Nando's Portuguese peri-peri chicken restaurant kind of thing going on. And I think the red will actually complement that as well. I think it'll work nicely. Actually, I think doesn't the Portuguese national team play in a kit that's pretty much nether brick colour? I didn't think of that until just now. So yeah, there you go. We're going for a whole Portuguese chicken restaurant thing, whatever that may be. Right, so here we go. This is where we're going to do our daylight sensor. So what's going to happen is we could have this going on some sort of clock, but like I say again, from the version that I built before, I found that once a day setting the lava off is just about right. There's not much point in making it go any more regular than that. So all we'll do is we'll just have a daylight sensor that leads outside somewhere, and when the night or the day comes, it doesn't really matter. But once a day, it will set off this circuit that will make the lava work. So the lava, let's just work this out first of all. The lava needs to come out from here. So we do need a block there, but that let me think. Oh, I've messed this up already. I think what we'll do is we'll probably have the lava above, just there like that. I think. Although no, that's going to allow the chickens through, isn't it? Chickens are going to be there, and they're going to end up falling into that lava. Although I suppose we could block it off. If we was to block it off, say 1 block back from there, that would work. Oh, did you hear the dispenser go off there? As soon as it detected something had gone into the dispenser, it fired it off. So in theory, it should be in our chest. There we go. A couple of nether bricks. Perfect. So that's how that works. As soon as it detects an egg, when that lever is in the downward position, as soon as it detects an egg, it will fire it out. That's exactly how it works. Yeah, I think that'll work, actually. I think if we just stack up and have a look at this, our lava will go into this block here, which means we need underneath it. Yeah, that's perfect. That's perfect. So we'll have our piston here, which will protect. Yeah, that's what it'll do. It will hold back the lava from pouring down. So let me think. It needs to go. If we can go in here like this, we should be able to place a sticky piston just here. I think this will do it. If we go like that there, and then we'll put that there, and then when that's activated, it will go across there and keep the lava up in the air. That's perfect. So that's the first part done. And then what we need to do is we need to build ourselves a bit of a circuit leading into this, and this is going to be connected to our daylight sensor. So let's just give ourselves a bit of space. I think we'll come this way because we'll try and hide all of this mechanism behind the restaurant. We're going to have the restaurant sort of out here, roughly where this white outline is. So I want to hide all of this cooking system behind it if we possibly can. So what I want to do, and I need to remind myself how this works, what we're going to do is we're going to get ourselves, let's get some redstone and work our way backwards from here. I think at some point we need to invert the signal, if I remember rightly, and that doesn't make any sense just yet, I know, but it will. It will make sense in just a moment. So give me a second. Let me just get some blocks here, because we will need to be slightly further up. Let's make ourselves a bit of room so we can move around under here, not too without too many blocks in the way. Right, so let's say around about here, this is where we'll invert our signal. Let's just do that now. What that does is it means that this thing will be powered. When I put a bit of redstone here, oops, that's not redstone, that's a red brick. Let's put a bit of redstone just here. And there you go. So our piston's gone across and that's holding back the lava. So that's exactly what it's meant to do. Now what we need is a circuit that will, when we want it to, turn that torch off. That's the idea. So let's work out how we're going to do this. I've got this. I've got a really rubbish diagram in front of me that I'm trying to work from. If I remember, I'll take a photo of it and put it on the screen now. But if not, I've got this rubbish scribble that I've done, and I've got it in front of me, and I'm trying to work out exactly how this thing worked. And it was basically based on a hopper timer. So what we need here is we need some. Oh, Anfield Angel, I might need you in a minute, actually. If you could be on alert for me, because I might need some more materials. But for the moment, I think I'm okay. I just think I might need some repeaters. I don't think I've got enough repeaters on me. But we'll see. We'll see. So that's going to go into there. In fact, we can save ourselves a bit of space and go back one. Repeater there. And then we need a comparator here, and then this is where we need our this is like a little mini hopper clock. Now this isn't going to do the timing for pulling back the piston. What this hopper clock is going to do is it's going to determine how long the piston pulls back for. Now if I remember rightly, all we need is about 5 ticks worth. So in other words, we put 5 blocks inside this hopper, and those 5 blocks will set this circuit off just about long enough for the piston to pull back and the lava to drop down just far enough to cook the chickens, but without burning the loot. That's the trick. You're trying to get the chickens cooked, but you don't want their loot to cook. So it's quite a tricky thing to time, but I'm pretty certain 5 is just about perfect. Now let's just build ourselves a bit of space here. Obviously this is going to need tidying up at some point. It's all a bit of a mess at the moment, but hopefully, like I say, we'll be able to hide all of this afterwards. Let's just see if we can do this. The other thing is as well, we do have a bit of room behind these walls. The actual surface of the ground is probably about this level outside, so we've actually come down a little bit deeper inside the mountain than we needed to. But we did that on purpose so that we could do this. We could hide things like circuits and redstone and stuff behind the scenes. Don't need that there. That's too high. Let's get rid of that for a moment. Right. Let's just have a little look at my rubbish drawing, and let's have a look at how we do this. What we do is we have ourselves coming out of this side, I think, out of this side. We want a few more blocks here, actually. Let's just make ourselves a bit of space. And then we're going to come around here like this. And coming out of here, we need, let me think, on this one, we need a comparator, I think. There we go, like that. And then on this one, we need a repeater. I think that's how it goes. Now, what I can't remember, I've got a funny, I've got a funny feeling the repeater goes this way. Yes, it does. Of course, it does. It goes that way. And into that we need a block. And this is actually this circuit's gonna be bigger than I realised. Actually, this is gonna come right up to my house. That's not cool. We're gonna really struggle to cover that up. Okay, well, I'll tell you what, we'll go ahead and do it anyway, just so we can get this thing working. But what I might have to do is, once we've got it working, we might have to look at moving it. Perhaps maybe sloping downwards and going under the ground, maybe. You know, we've got plenty of room underground that we can play with. But as it stands, this is looking, that goes a lot closer to my house than I realised it was going to be honest, a lot closer. So that's not cool. That's not cool. Right, so we've got our hoppers, we've got our repeater and our comparator. Now what this comparator needs to do is it needs to come out of here, and that's going to lead off to our daylight circuit. Our daylight circuit is going to be a slightly separate part. So we've got 3 parts to this circuit. One part to make the dispenser work, another part to make the piston and the lava work, and then another part that sets the whole thing off once a day, and that's the daylight sensor circuit. Right, so coming round to this side, coming out of the comparator, that's going to go, like I say, that's going to go off to our circuit. And then round on the side here. No, I'm getting this wrong, aren't I? I'm saying, aren't I? Like you're like you know, because I haven't got a clue what I'm doing. Why would you have a clue what I'm doing? Oh, this is terrible. I should never do redstone on camera. I'm so bad at this. Okay, no, I think I know what I'm doing now. Hold on. That goes this way. Then I think what we need here is redstone. I think the redstone goes around like that, and that sets off that circuit there. And then coming out of this one, all we need is to come around and build ourselves a little circuit of redstone. No, that's not redstone. Redstone going this way and then to here. And that thing's now going bonkers. And I can hear the piston going mad as well. So that's obviously not quite right. Oh, there's something in there. Hold on, let me get rid of that. Get rid of you. That should settle that down for a moment. But that shouldn't be going bonkers like that. That shouldn't be going backwards and forwards. Hello, Anfield Angel, help me. Are you any good at Redstone? Oh, man, I'm so confused. I'm so confused. Right. So this, I thought this was going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 items in it. But that's straight away. It's immediately going into... Yeah, something's not right here. I'm obviously doing something wrong, but I can't work out what it is I'm doing wrong. Right, guys, you're going to have to bear with me a second. I was hoping not to do any cut aheads. I was hoping I would be able to do this all on camera for you so you could see how it works. But I'm failing miserably. Oh, Anfield Angel, when we're doing this, you could be populating this thing with chickens. Just over here, there's this little space here. And you'll need to build the walls up, obviously, like this, because otherwise the chickens will escape. But yeah, what we need is as many chickens in here as we can possibly get. Be careful not to fall in there yourself. And I guess you could do it just by throwing eggs in there. Throw eggs at the wall and let them break. And hopefully we'll get a few. But yeah, in the meantime, I'm going to go away and see if I can work out this redstone. And I will be right back. Hello, and I'm back. And do you know what? I promise you here and now, no more redstone on camera. It never goes well for me. It really doesn't. It never goes well. Right, what I've done is I've completely demolished this thing up here because it was way too big. Way too big. It was literally like right up against my house. So we're going to get rid of that, or I've got rid of that, I should say. And we've tucked it in here. We'll put a wall here. It's still a little bit close to the house, but it's fine. I can live with that. I can live with that. Instead, we've now got this circuit going downstairs. I wasn't actually that far off of where I wanted to be. So we've moved the this is the bit where we inverted the signal. So we've got power going up here to our piston. So our piston stays permanently switched on, so the lava stays above it, and we'll put the lava in. That will be the last thing we do, to be honest. But yeah, that's what's doing that. And then over here is our little circuit, and this is what we were doing. It was just this little bit here where I got myself a bit confused, to be honest. Basically, this circuit here now keeps our 5 items in this hopper here. So if I pick up the 5 items, let's drop them over here, and drop them into this hopper. We go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You'll see they immediately start travelling across, and while they're in there, did you see the signal went across? And what happened is the signal went up there, it switched off this torch, which switched off that piston, which meant if there was lava up there, it would have very briefly allowed the lava through, just long enough to cook the chickens. But once the dirt arrives into this hopper on this side, it stops this circuit, is preventing it from going through. So all we need now is another circuit to prevent that from happening. What we need is something to interrupt this signal briefly, and that's what our daylight sensor circuit is going to do. Now, I'm not quite sure where we're going to do this. What I need to try and do is find a spot where we can have a daylight sensor that has a view of the world. It needs to be able to see the sunlight, basically. But I also can't have it too close to this circuit, because this circuit takes up a bit of space in and of itself. But it is important that we work that out, I guess, before we commit. I guess it's difficult. It's difficult to know exactly where we can get away with doing this. I wonder if, because we have got a glass roof on our thing. No, but that's a long way away. So I think we're going to have to go outside the mountain. So I guess we'll probably need to go out this way. Let's make a bit of room for ourselves. I think if I dig out this way, and I think Anfield Angel is actually trying to work out a spot for us at the moment. What we need to do is have a look at the coordinates of where we could get away with building this circuit. We need somewhere big enough to build the circuit, far enough away from this one that it doesn't, get confused, or I don't get confused, I guess is more the point. But yeah, we get this bit done, and then yeah, somewhere around here we need a daylight sensor that can actually sense daylight. I guess the clue's in the name, really, isn't it? My pockets are absolutely chock-a-block. I need to empty out. What we need to do is let's go and grab. What can we get rid of? What can we get rid of? We can get rid of these flowers. I don't need these flowers. Let's get rid of those. Grab these bits of cobblestone off the floor, and then we can see what we're doing. Right, let's have a look at this. If we get ourselves a little area here, in fact, need a bit more room on the roof. You know what I want to do? I want to get some decent lighting up here. Because I don't want anything spawning, so I guess we'll get ourselves some glowstone. Or maybe some of our new sea lanterns. Seems we've got a nice steady supply of those. That's the cool thing with sea lanterns, because not only do they look nice, and to be honest, I think they look nicer than glowstone. I like glowstone, but I think sea lanterns look nicer. But the best thing is that now that we've got the farm, we've actually got a ready supply of them. We'll never run out. That farm will mean that we always have what we need to be able to make more. So it's not like glowstone where you've got to be able to find it or craft it. That means killing blazes or whatever it is. You got to find a way of obtaining it. But yeah, with with the sea lanterns, we can get those forevermore. We are short of light down here. We really do need some more light. But anyway, let's work out this circuit first of all. Somewhere above me, I can see Anfield Angel. Can you see me, Anfield Angel? If you look directly down, this is roughly where I want it. I want it sort of somewhere around here. Will that work for you? Can you hide it? I'm thinking maybe what we'll do is we'll do a bit of orange stained glass. So that it sort of blends in with the desert. I don't want it to be too visible from the outside. I mean, if you go up right on top of it, then obviously you'll be able to see it. But yeah, I want to try and keep it as invisible as we possibly can. I'll tell you what, if you stay there, yeah, if you stay roughly where you are, and then I'll come and have a look, and we'll see where we can see if we can find a spot where we can sensibly hide our daylight sensor. Let's just come outside now. And hold on, let's come outside. Is it daytime? Yes, it is daytime. Good. I was going to say I'm a bit worried about coming out here in the night time. So whereabouts are you? Oh, you're there. That's not ideal, is it? That's not ideal. Although actually, that's not terrible. If you was to put a bit of stained glass just there, you wouldn't be able to spot. Where did you go? You disappeared. Oh, you're there. I think yeah, the spot you're standing on, I think that would be okay actually. At least the Enderman wouldn't come along and take the sand from around it. That's actually quite good. I quite like that. Where does that lead you to? Are you in my little room? Are you in my little circuit room? Are you there? Oh, I've fallen. Okay. Oh no. What's this? Oh, we're behind the scenes of the door here. Oh man, we're trapped. This is where the staircase door thing goes. That's okay. Well, that means we're not too far away. That's good though. That means we can get to all of our circuits. So I'm guessing if we go across here slightly and down. Oh man, have you not got a map on you? That would be the way to do it, I guess, really, is to get a map. And then you can look at... Ah, hold on, I've just come across some cobblestone. No, just a random 2 bits of cobblestone. It's got to be around here somewhere, hasn't it? It's got to be. You can't be too far away. Oh, hold on. I just saw a bit of light there. Ah, here we go. Look, we're in the mountain. We're in the mountain. Right, we're in roughly the right spot here. If we go down from... Oh, careful, sorry. Just hit you in the face with a pickaxe. Yeah, dig your way out of there for a second. Maybe if you go into... let's go. In fact, I'm going to come down there with you. Let's come down there with you and go into this corner. This is roughly where I want to do it. Have you got any torches on you, by the way? Because I've run out. So if you could stick a torch up or two, that would be great. Let's say round about here. This is roughly where I think we want it. Maybe there we could get away with... Ah, there we go. There we go. Right, there we go. Now... What we need to do is you need to try and find that spot directly above me and see where that leads to. See if you can dig that away and see if that works. So I won't move. I'll stay here for the second. Can you see where we are? Oh, in fact, you've got your map. Good. Right, you can do the thing with the coordinates then. That's perfect. That's what we want. Okay, so what we're looking to do is we're looking to interrupt this signal. So what we need to do at this point, while we're waiting for Anfield Angel to find us a spot to put our daylight sensor, we need to work out how we're going to interrupt this signal. And I think the way to do it is to go up like this. And then what we need, roughly speaking, is a sort of torch somewhere like that, and then a bit of redstone coming off of that torch. Will that work? Or is that going to interfere? I think maybe we need to come around this way like this. Let's get rid of this one. Like so. And then grab ourselves a bit of redstone dust. Like so. And then come off the back of this. And then hopefully what that will do is that going to work? I'm not sure if that's going to work actually. Okay, well let's try it. We can always play with this afterwards. Have you found a good spot? Have you? Okay, looks like we're slightly too far over. Is that what it is? If we come over here, okay, I like that. Could you get a bit of glass up there then? A bit of stained glass? Would that look all right? Do you think? Okay, right, so I need to make myself a bit more space around here. Well, I don't think we're going to have much progress in getting our actual restaurant done, are we? I was hoping that we'd quickly get this redstone thrown together and then go and sort of spend the rest of the episode doing the nice the fun bit, the decorating the actual restaurant itself. But yeah, that sort of backfired horribly, hasn't it? We're not doing any of the fun stuff. We're only doing the difficult redstone stuff. But that's okay. That's okay. At least you get to see behind the magic a little bit. And maybe we'll spend a bit of time in the next episode doing it and doing the fun stuff, the decorative stuff. But that's okay. That's okay. I don't mind. It's like I say, I don't think I'll do any more redstone on camera. I don't think. I think I've proved once and for all I'm not the redstone expert. I'm not the guy that you should be following for tutorials or guides or anything like that when it comes to redstone. But yeah, it's hopefully it'll be worth worth it in the end once we get this thing done. Right, so this is our spot just here. It is night time, so we're taking a bit of a risk here, but we're okay. We're okay. If I get a bit of redstone, a bit of brick there, just so we know where we're building, and let's come around this side as well. And then what we need is we need a block up and leave a gap, and then another block up, and then on top of here we need ourselves, oh, I've got repeaters just there, look, there we go, repeater go from here to here. Is that the right direction? Yeah, and we're going 3 ticks delay, so like that. And then above here we need a bit of redstone dust, and we also need a bit of redstone dust on this one. The difference is going to be, though, we're going to connect this redstone dust back this way, and then put ourselves a redstone torch just here, and then above this redstone dust, oops, we're not going to put cobblestone. What we're going to put is our daylight sensor. Now, hopefully our daylight sensor will place itself. There you go, perfect. That's balanced basically on top of that redstone dust. But what that means is when the sun comes up in the morning, it's going to send a signal to here, which will invert this, which will invert this, which we're now going to connect up to this circuit over here. So this is all coming together. It's all coming together nicely. And then what that means, I guess what we should do, actually the best place to put that torch, I think, is probably if we put the torch there like that, and then we can do ourselves a little chain of redstone across like this, and I think that's going to work. I do think that's going to work. Oh, I've run out of redstone. I've run out of redstone dust. Ah, how annoying. Right, okay, well I think that bit's done. It's night time anyway, so this thing isn't going to work for the minute. We need to wait for the sun to come up, and in the morning this thing will work. In the meantime, I think what we'll do is we'll go and get ourselves some chickens growing inside our chicken breeding area. So I guess if I go and grab some eggs, my inventory's chock-a-block. Let's go and make a bit of space in my inventory. Let's empty out my pockets, and then hopefully we can grab a load of eggs. Oh, hello. We'll grab ourselves. We need to tidy up around here because we've made a right mess just behind here. This is where the redstone circuit is for this staircase. We've obviously made a right mess there, but that's okay. I'm quite glad actually. It means that all our redstone circuitry is in one place. So what I'll do is I'll have a little tidy up there behind the scenes, and yeah, we can have a little backstage area, a little area where we can get to all those redstone circuits if we need to. Right, let's see if we can just empty our pockets out just a little bit. Let's get rid of some of these flowers and stuff, for example. We don't need all those on us, and we've got a load of cobblestone now as well. So let's get rid of the cobblestone. And yeah, like I say, I know we're running pretty short of time here. The video is coming close to the end, so I'm not going to go on for too much more, but I'd really like to get a few chickens in there and see if we can just get I'd like to see if we can get a couple of chickens laying eggs and get the dispenser firing off, but I don't know, that means we're sort of waiting for chickens to lay an egg, and that's going to take ages, and it's not going to happen, is it? It's not going to happen. It's me thinking we might be able to get this done today, but I think I'm being a bit too hopeful, but oh well, never mind. I'm throwing away nether brick now as well, so that's just a complete waste. Right, let's grab ourselves some eggs, get up on top of here and start filling this thing up with chickens. Oh, it looks like Anfield Angel's also helping. We've got ourselves 2 chicks so far. That's not great. What we might need to do is get a couple in here and then just start breeding them. You know, bring up some seeds. That might be easier than trying to get them. Oh, there we go. We've got ourselves. Oh, two more. That's good. Okay, so we've got 4 chickens up here now. We put. Oh, he's going to escape. He's going to escape. No. Oh. Never mind. Yeah, what we want is we want a lot up here so that they're laying lots of eggs. That's, you know, obviously that's what we're after. But what I don't want to do is have so many that they won't breed. If you have too many chickens, then when the eggs get fired out, they'll never create chicks. So we do need to find a bit of a balance here between that. But oh, Anfield Angel was able to get rid of that chick. Right, so that's where we want our lava. So, you know what, it's a bit risky, but let's do it. Let's stick our lava in there and then cover it up as well, just because Anfield Angel is around. And, yeah, see, look at that. It's like she's like a magnet. Or the lava's like a magnet for Anfield Angel. The second I place lava, Anfield Angel just starts running towards me. Look, she can't help it. She needs the lava, and the lava needs her. Oh dear. Right, listen, we are pretty much out of time for today's video. We didn't get this thing done. In fact, it looks almost identical to the way it did when we started the video. This is a disaster. But hopefully you get the idea, and in the next video, hopefully we'll have this thing finished. We'll have it all tidied up and looking the part, and we will start building the Nindos restaurant itself. In the meantime, I'm going to thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, please leave a like. If you haven't, then I guess you'll have to do that other thing. But hopefully you have enjoyed it, and I will see you all in episode 38. Anfield Angel, say goodbye. Bye!